Hello. Here we are today. We're going to, since we've been doing so many customs here lately, we're going to switch it back to a straight up Matchbox redo. I'm not going to use the word restoration any more than I have to because I got one of my viewers who likes to slap my fingers. He must be angry at the whole world because he never has anything nice to say, but he says I'm not doing restorations because I'm using primer underneath the paint. Well, I want these things to last for a little while, and this is my own little adventure, and I'm bringing you guys along. Hopefully you enjoy what I do, but I'll just start calling them redo or custom restoration from now on so I can avoid the friction. So with that being said, we have a nice little number 20 Lesney 64 Impala taxi cab. Little four-door, got a driver in there. It's very detailed. You can see the Impala emblems on the back quarter panels. This one's been well played with, and it needs some love. The wheels are not too terribly bad. I think they will clean up right well. Somebody must have been playing as a child, disgruntled taxi cab rider, because as you can see right here, somebody must have been very unhappy with the ride that they got, or they charged them this driver charged them too much because they took something and whacked in the wing window and cracked the windshield in the process. So fortunately, I've already sourced the parts for this and the decal for the hood, so we're good to go. All we got to do is straighten that wing window and hope our driver didn't get hurt in the process. So I'm going to mix some paint, or match some paint, mixing it up, and take it apart and see what we have. So stay tuned. Okay, here we are with our little 64 Impala disassembled. As you can see, that's what our windshield looks like after I took it out. Luckily, we got a brand new one, so we don't have to worry about that. Underneath, there's a suspension component. As you can see, it's facing upwards like they all are. I'll just heat it up, or heat it up with a hairdryer and bend it back down, and that'll be just fine. The wheels are pretty nice. They got, just like all of them, they got a good side and a bad side. And I found one of them to actually have a flat side right there. Maybe that's, they had a caliper locking up and the tire was skidding. So probably, no, it would actually be a drum on this car. It wouldn't be a caliper. So, but I think for this model it'll be okay. You can see the only thing that's painted is the grill, so that's the only thing that we will paint back. No taillights, no nothing. It will get a typical, is what I like to call, chips style stunt car paint job, just like Lesney did. Looks like all we're going to have to do is maybe just a slight massage on the A pillar there and the wing pillar. We're going to push it back in. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Just like brand new. Put a little bit of dab of glue on that after I clean it off, and it'll be good as new. Maybe, I don't know, I think that A pillar's okay, but I'll double check it just to be safe. So we're ready for that, and this is just, I mean, the hitch is good. Might need a little bit of straightening. Somebody might have been gnawing on it a little bit. And our little driver, he seems to be safe. And I guess when they are put together, they fold out this way. That way he can jump out the door when somebody holds a gun in the back of the car and says, "Give me all your money." So he can just fly out right out the door like that. So we'll give him a good cleaning and the interior a good soap and water and put it back in, and I think it'll be good as new. The base just looks pretty good. I'm just going to stick it in some lime away for 4 minutes and let it eat that corrosion off of it, and wire wheel it and clean the bumpers up with some wab metal polish, make them look like chrome. We're going to call it good. So let's go over to the stripper table and strip this car. Okay, and we're back. Cleaned some of the dirt and dinge off the trunk. Seems like it'll be a good spot to start paint mixing. We're testing. What we're going to do is I'm going to start out with lemon yellow X8 and drop a couple drops of X7, stir it up, because this is more of a, I guess, bright lemon yellow, canary yellow, whatever you want to call it, and this is more of an, I would say, what I would call like an industrial yellow, like you would see on a county vehicle back in the 90s. All ours are white, but we used to have yellow ones like that. But that being said, I am going to stop talking and mix this up and try to speed this up, because last time I did this it was like a 6 or 7 minute long video and I couldn't use it. So here we go. Okay, here we are at the gratuitous stripping table. So I know everybody, and most everybody, enjoys a good stripping or watching a good stripping. I know I did back in my day. Probably still would if I wasn't married, but you know how that goes. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and drop this in the paint stripper. Shake it off. Watch the magic happen, hopefully. Just like that, the magic already starts. So, if this was a two-door, I would be tempted to pick up a second one to make a Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke 64 Impala, the Love Machine. You know the one I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. So I thought about that, but like I said, I think there is a Hot Wheels version, two-door version that came out and was pretty modern. I wouldn't want to really customize one of these old Levies, unless it was something, you know, that I had more than doubles of. I mean, they're just toys, but like I say, if I only have one of them, I usually let them go and do them original. And if I got more than one, I will do customs on them. But for the most part, I try to do customs on the modern stuff, because I don't have as many of those, or I don't have as many of these as I do of those. So as you can see, that paint is just blistering away. That's pretty wild. I think that we are ready to wash it off in the sink just that fast. So let's see what we got. Coming right off. Everything except for where the taxi cab was. I'll give that a second coating and see what we have here. There we are. Not too bad. I'll clean this
where the taxi decal was and head back over to the table.
Okay, here we are with a freshly stripped and wire wheeled and steel wooled 64 Impala. Look at the nice little details that Lesney was putting into these early castings before 1970. I mean, it's just phenomenal how well they're casted and how beautiful they are. I mean, you can see the V8 emblems in the front fenders, the Impala on the back. I mean, look at, there's the back in between the taillights, there's the emblem. I mean, look at that grill work. I mean, it's just fantastic. So right now we're gonna go over here and throw ourselves a nice coat of Tamiya white primer on here. So stay tuned.
Okay, here we are at the paint booth. I got my industrial yellow mixed up here from Tamiya. Let's fill the pot. Put as much as I can in there. Now I'm going to use some of the X20 thinner. Mix it up. Put a good bit in it, probably about 30%. I like to make it nice and thin so it lays down. Put multiple coats, but the thinner it is, the better it lays down. Less chance you're going to get orange peel. Okay, I think we're ready.
Okay, here we are with our number 20 Chevrolet 64 Impala taxi cab with our fresh wheels put on here. I just flipped them around just like everybody else does. Rolls nice. We straightened up the torsion bar underneath so it will sit level. Gave the interior and the taxi cab driver a nice bath after 50 years. And I got a nice brand new windshield here from one of these two here. I can't remember which one it is. That's probably MK Models. And last but not least, a nice, beautiful, shiny taxi cab with what I call a chips paint job, because no taillights, no grill, nothing painted, no side cut, none of the door handles, just the grill, just like it was originally, as we are redoing it. So stand by, I'll put this baby together and we'll see what we have. Stay tuned. So this is just a reminder of where we started out with the busted windshield, the driver's side wing window smashed in, flea bites and dingy paint job all over, and this is what it looks like now. And here's where we ended up. Brand new paint job, new decal, straightened wing window, new windows, polished bumpers, cleaned up wheels. I just put them in the good old gloss black Tamiya tire wash. Cleaned the interior, and this is where we're at. Nice, beautifully restored 64 Impala number 20 taxi cab. Now, a lot of stuff's coming up on June 1st. I have two different build-offs. I have our international co-op with my buddies that like to do the matchboxes with Time Riders, Wee Little Cars. The Rob at Matchbox Garage, Nick over at Matchbox Restoration, Tony's Diecast Resto, and Nick's Toy Garage. I'm sure you're all familiar with those guys. We're going to, our thing this month is luxury cars. So I will be doing a Rolls-Royce silver, what is it, a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow from Hot Wheels from 1969, which is sitting right here. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. Also, I will be doing the fantastic 70s build off for 70s vans, wild custom candy colored vans with lots of different colors, and like I say, side pipes, mag wheels, the whole 9 yards. I'm doing that with the Mastering Self Diecast Resurrection, Outlaw Speed Shop, Deep Junk Garage, and me. So that's also coming out on June 1st. So you'll have your Matchbox fill of restorations and something totally crazy. So stay tuned for all that, and enjoy your weekend.